Shifting tracks completely. I saw this
Fine.
video of yours on YouTube, on your YouTube, which was called, I think, Tryst with Destiny.
Hmm.
And it was about ye partition वगैरह सब कुछ ना.
Hmm.
So this has sort of been an interest of mine since the podcast has been going. As in पिछले साल lockdown में, we spoke to this guy Jatin from Delhi. He does horror stories. Delhi Mirror, his name is on
Huh, huh,
Twitter.
huh.
So we were talking to him and बात तो हो रही थी horror stories की. We do jinn stories, jinn bhoot की stories like on the podcast. तो हमने कहा yeah nice, we'll get something. It turned into three Pakistani boys learn about Delhi. And that's what the episode jinn story, there were ghost stories, but that's what
Yeah.
it turned into. Where he's talking about अच्छा हाँ यार, there's this writer Anchal Malhotra. She's also from Delhi. She wrote memories of partition. अच्छी किताब है. अच्छा, हमने किताब देखी. I found some people, they're friends with her. So Anchal Malhotra भी आ गई on the show, and the fuck. And then because my family originally before partition is also from Delhi, so there is this interest that I've been going
Yeah.
on for a while about India wala scene, mera apna, meri family ka, which I have no exposure to, and then also the other way around, because Jatin's family, they're I think from Rawalpindi before the
Okay.
partition. I think Anchal's family was from Lahore, maybe. um, in that video of yours, you and your friend, do you guys also have what is now Pakistan connection?
No.
Okay.
No.
How did that video come about?
So I have always been academically interested in history,
Okay.
and I like my parents used to mostly live in towns in Rajasthan which were closer to the border. So I've always stayed on the borders, and I've always had classmates who have had stories about families across the border right there. It's right on the border, right?
Yeah.
So I've always been fascinated, and I've read so much literature that, and I think it's one of those things that something that becomes so much mysterious to you, you want to untangle it more and more. What fascinates me is how like an organizational decision impacted so many lives, so many generations across a period of time. And even now, right, like I am so thankful to YouTube that I got access to people like Irfan, Muru, all these creators, uh, and so many food channels from Pakistan that I got access to. Just I think food has been one of the reasons why I got very interested in Pakistani creator circle, because that's how I got access to it.
Yeah.
But my friend Samay, he also, we were just interested in the history of the partition and what happened, and we've had friends who have had stories, and we always generally in our discussions would talk about it.
Mm.
Would talk about incidents that this meeting had happened, this had happened, and this is how refugees ran, this is how whatever happened. It was a very sad story, but for some reason it has always stayed around with me in all the literature I read. And um, so we just decided, and we figured a thread that we were
Mm.
talking about what is home. We were talking about what do you associate your idea of home, and we thought that that would be a good personal thread,
Yeah.
and use that experience to talk about this one incident in history that impacted so many of us, right? i
Mm.
i i, I also wonder what would have happened otherwise, right? Like if it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just, if we had access, if there was network, it would have been so much just sharing of knowledge, so much sharing of culture, which couldn't happen. And
Mm.
that's why I'm very fascinated. Even I, right, like you guys just wanted to learn everything from Jatin. I am always extremely fascinated about speaking to people across the border, because so many of our cultural nuances are same even after
Yeah.
such physical distances. Like
Yeah.
the way this whole burger thing is very similar to how we do it with South Delhi people, right? It's so
Right.
similar, and these
Yeah.
subtle nuances that fascinate me. And so that's how that video came about. We just recorded it and just put it up.
How did people react to the thing? Do you find that the message was delivered? If there was a message
The
even.
Yeah, the message I was just trying to lead to was there was no particular message. It was just us trying to define
Mm.
the like was trying to be empathize more with what had happened by defining what our idea of home was. But the kind of
Right.
messages I got was very interesting. I got messages from people across. I somehow some people shared it across the border. Got messages from those people talking about their family experiences and how even now some of their grandparents wish to just get that one glance of their ancestral home or whatever. So it's just very sad, and it's sad that the access is so limited for whatever reason, security
Yeah.
and whatever. But yeah, the response was generally good. I did get one hate message saying कि
Nice. एक तो आना
अब
चाहिए.
एक आना चाहिए शगुन का कि अपने देश की बात करो, उधर की क्या बात
Yeah.
करो.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, enough upper caste Hindu boys are talking about India. Like, so let us do something else.